What's up, everybody? A rare occasion where I get to deliver some good news. As you can see, read it and weep. Take it all in on your screen. I'll be right back. I got to turn my speaker off outside in the yard. It may cause like some feedback or something. I've gotten like adverse results when it comes to that. Well, I'll be right back. But yeah, this video is dedicated to Tom Homan, Kristi Noem, and every fucking little piece of shit, nutless, ICE, rank and file member. You can suck our collective cock. Oh, let me let my dog in. Come on, bro. Oh yeah, we're gonna celebrate this. We're gonna do a little touchdown dance on this. You can suck my dick. Any fucking fascists out there listening to this, anybody that think Mohsen Mahdawi did anything that should have allowed him to be locked up this long, you are an un-American fucking fool. You mean nothing to me. You're less than nothing at this point. Trump voters, if you're still supporting this man, I didn't even say Trump voters. If you're still a Trump supporter at this point, like I said in my other video from a couple days ago, you are the enemy of America. You're definitely my enemy, and I will never talk civilly to a Trump voter again. If I see a motherfucker wearing a red hat in real life, which I've never seen, if I'm knocking it fucking off, I'm joking. I don't believe in violence. But I ain't talking to that fucking person like no adult or like a human being even. Because you're not. Okay, anyways, this is a human being. This is what a human being looks like. This is what humanity looks like. Mohsen Mahdawi. And you see, he comes out flashing the peace sign, that's a good thing. Good, do that. Do that. That is a good thing to do. When I think of somebody flashing the peace sign like that, I think of that criminal Richard Nixon. Who, I ain't got that much smoke for. I like the EPA and OSHA, but other than that, he's a Republican. He's a right winger. He can kiss it. All right, and JFK got the best of him in '60, humiliated him. Wasn't Nixon gonna quit politics after that? You're like, you won't have old Nixon to kick around anymore. Quitter, fucking pussy. Yeah, I know he came back and became president. You was still a quitter at a time. You never quit. Never give up. You lose one race, you're gonna quit. That's what a Republican does. They are quitters. And remember, there's no group of people lazier than MAGA, which is why you shouldn't fear them, because they're not going to do any other shit they claim they're going to do. They are too lazy to pick up a gun. They'll sure pick up a Big Mac and fucking keyboard and be keyboard warriors. Anyways, let's get to this. I'm happy. I'm going to celebrate this. We're going to do a prolonged, elongated touchdown dance. I'm literally dancing right now in my chair. Judge frees Columbia student activist whom Trump regime wants to deport. You would deport this man? Bro, once again, let me give the background. I'm sure they're going to talk about it in this article, maybe, if they're responsible. This man's a Buddhist. Never hurt anybody. Never put his hands on anybody. Never threatened foreign policy at all. Never said anything negative about Israel. This shit is all lies. He doesn't hate Israel. He just loves the Palestinians. Mohsen Mahdawi was arrested as part of a crackdown on pro-Palestinian students who were legally studying in the United States. Burlington, Vermont. This is Bernie Sanders, his neck of the woods. He was mayor of Burlington. And I don't know if he's spoken out against it. I'm sure he has, but he should have went and visited this guy in detention. I would have, if I was a senator from Vermont. But he's doing that Stop Oligarchy too. I would have took at least one day off to go visit him in my own home turf. A federal judge on Wednesday ordered the immediate release of university student who was detained by immigration authorities and targeted for deportation over his involvement in the pro-Palestinian protests. Mohsen Mahdawi was arrested as part of a crackdown on foreign students who were legally studying in the United States. Secretary of State, big-eared Marco Rubio. You seen the ears on that boy? Man, those things are like satellites. Marco Rubio has invoked a rarely used provision of immigration law to target some of the students for deportation by declaring that their continued presence in the United States harms America's foreign policy interests. Like, this guy's, is Marco Rubio compromised or what? What does Trump have on that guy to make? Go back and look at Marco Rubio's statements from like just 8 years ago. He was shitting on Trump, talking about, hey, if you go, you're gullible if you go down this road of Trumpism. And now he's the Secretary of State to inform people and educate you. He's like the third most important position in the government. Like, it goes president, vice president, Speaker of the House, and then if they all died, Secretary of State becomes president. Pretty important. And Marco Rubio, I'm sure he feels like he's made it in life. He has to feel like a white man now. But just another reminder to Latinos who want to be white. You never will be. You're brown, just like me, no matter what you think. They will never view you as white, having a last name like Lopez or Rubio. That's some real talk for your ass. There are no white Latinos. Mahdawi was detained April. White people come. I know Spain is in Europe. That's a lot of Latinos ain't got that Spanish ancestry. Marco Rubio does because he's Cuban. But I still don't see you as white. Most of the world I don't think sees them as white. I see you as a Latino brown man who's caping for white supremacy. Mahdawi was detained April 14th when he showed up to an immigration office in Vermont for a naturalization interview. And this is the part that makes my blood boil. Yeah, I'm going to keep on cutting in and giving my thoughts because it would be lazy if I just come here and read the article straight through. I got a lot of thoughts about this. You detained this man at an immigration interview where he was trying to become a legal citizen, and you lured him into a honey trap. That is some sick shit. That's the most diabolical thing I've heard of ICE doing since they deported that 4-year-old with stage 4 cancer. You think I'm angry in this video? You should see me in that video. I went off. I'm saying it clear and loud, Mahdawi said outside a federal courthouse shortly after U.S. Judge William Sessions III ordered his release. To President Trump and the cabinet, I'm not afraid of you. That's a real man. That's what a real man says. You know, you got a lot of little people, little boys cosplaying as men out there. Like these executives, these TV networks, the administrators at colleges, bowing down to this fuck. You don't fucking bow down to Donald Trump. You stick your middle finger right in his fucking bloated, sweaty orange face. You say, I'm not afraid of you. Just like Mohsen Mahdawi says, nothing to be afraid of with Donald Trump. That man is an imbecile. He's not competent enough to do an evil administration like he wishes he could do. He wishes he could be a fascist. He's not intelligent enough. Or focused enough. Too damn old. Sessions' order does not end the Trump administration's effort to deport Mahdawi. It simply allows him to remain free while his case proceeds. And he's going to win that case. I guarantee it. I'll put my own neck on the line. I'll make that. He's going to win that case because he did nothing wrong. Besides use free speech, which we all have a right to. Once again, I say this every opportunity I get just so you people would get through your thick skulls. I know most people listening to my video are on the left. You're actually intelligent. You give a shit about this country and the ideals it was founded upon. Unlike right-wingers who just about talking points. But if there's a right-winger listening to this, still, I doubt it. But I'm going to educate your fucking dense ass. Every person in America, when you step foot in this country, you get the same protections that the Bill of Rights guarantees American citizens. Nowhere in the Constitution does it say citizens. It says people. Stupid. Okay, where were we? Sessions, I'm just tired of dumb people. I'm tired of stupid people. I'm not going to hold back anymore because if I keep my mouth shut, you give stupid people the whole floor. I'm calling it out every chance I get, wherever it is, whenever, whoever. I'm tired of dumb, uneducated, uninformed people spouting off all this garbage with confidence. No, I'm actually educated. And I'm actually confident. You gotta see what a real man looks like, who actually has armed with real information that they can fucking share and educate people. Not misinform or disinform you. Everything I say is straight facts. I've read the Constitution, unlike most Americans. I only speak straight facts. I say, you know why? My biggest fear in life is public humiliation. Being wrong about something. I've never been called out on my channel for being inaccurate about a fact. And I have 5,000 videos in 3 years. I've never been called out for being factually incorrect. And it's not going to happen. Because I do my research. I care a lot. Unlike most dogs in this dumbass country. And I never would have talked like this just a year ago. Yeah, I thought Americans were stupid, but I held my tongue. But you are embarrassing. You are insulting to people who have actual intelligence in this country. You're a disgrace. Right-wingers are a goddamn disgrace. Mahdawi is a Palestinian and grew up in the West Bank, but has lived in the U.S. for a decade. Now you want to deport him. He has a green card, making him a legal permanent resident, and was in the final stages of the process to become a U.S. citizen when immigration authorities arrested him. There's a special place in hell for those pieces of shit. You won't get clapped. There's a special place in hell for you. God is going to take care of you. Guarantee it. Well, if it's not in this life, you're going to burn in hellfire for eternity. Like the other pro-Palestinian students and professors who have been arrested and thrust into swift deportation proceedings, and I'm not calling him president. Why do they got to call him the president? In Mr. Trump's first 100 days, Mahdawi has argued that the administration is violating the First Amendment. It is. It's not even arguing. It is objective fact. You are violating his First Amendment to free speech, freedom of association, right to protest, freedom of religion, all that bullshit by throwing him in jail for no reason. Why are more Americans not upset? Like, why are people so soulless? What happened to human beings? You're pathetic. So I'm the way I am. I'm a feeler. I am an expresser. I don't live my life. I don't move like most Americans. People are pathetic. I'm going to keep shitting on you. I don't see anything I like about this country right now. Outside of very small groups. There's no intellect. There's no intellectual stimulation here to be gathered. To be gleaned for somebody like me. I want to have deep conversations with real human beings. Not have MAGA and talking points and slogans shouted at me. Talk to me like a fucking man. And that goes out to these Trump people. They come on my channel talking about MAGA, fake news. I call bullshit on these polls. You're not saying anything. You sound like a child. Another leader of Colombia's pro-Palestinian protest movement, Mahmoud Khalil, who needs to be let out ASAP, has been fighting the Trump administration's efforts to deport him for nearly 2 months. Khalil, who just like Mahdawi has a green card, is currently detained in Louisiana. And he has no charges and no warrant. Other academics whom the Trump administration, and this is what a Nazi administration does. They lock up the academics. They entertain the fools, and they lock up the academics. And the fools feel very entertained right now. Other academics, because they fear academics, because we're actually smart. We have ideas to challenge you. We don't have to pick up a gun like a right-winger does. We can use our brain as a weapon. That's why they fear us. Because they're stupid. I'd fear us too if I was a goddamn right-winger. God forbid. Ugh. Other academics from the Trump administration is, and if you think I'm just an arrogant black guy or whatever, I'm just talking, debate me, man. I would debate you from anything to politics or rocket science. Right now. It's not rocket science. I know that too. I see why people are intimidated by me. You should be. Other academics whom the Trump administration is seeking to quickly deport include Badar Khan Suri, a Georgetown University researcher who has been detained in part over his father-in-law's role as a former advisor to Hamas. Advisor to Hamas. So you're punishing somebody for the sins of the father-in-law. And all Rumesa Öztürk did was write a goddamn op-ed. This is a fascist administration. You got to call it out every day and forcefully. I'm not letting this shit just go by the wayside. I'll use every little whatever platform I have to call this shit out every day because I have to do that. It is a moral obligation. If nobody else will do it, I will do it. If nobody else got the fucking balls, I will step up. All of them has been deemed, because I know the difference between right and wrong. I'm not stupid. I'm like most Americans. I can see the difference between right and wrong very clearly. I have clear eyes. And this shit is beyond wrong. It's evil. All of them have been deemed by Rubio to be adverse to the U.S. foreign policy interests. Courts have been increasingly skeptical of the deportation effort with one Reagan-appointed judge. A Reagan-appointed judge. First of all, how are there still Reagan judges? That guy should be at least 80. And even they're going against Trump's dumb ass. Mahdawi is believed to be the first student ordered released from detention after being targeted by Rubio. Let's wrap this article up. It's a really long article. It just keeps going and going and going. But I want to read because there might be something important in here. This stuff actually matters. Due process matters to me. Because I actually understand what it is. I'd love to see the average American explain what due process is. You probably can't even do it. The Departments of State and Homeland Security did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Sessions said at a court hearing Wednesday that Mahdawi, a resident of the Upper Valley region of Vermont, had experienced great harm by being detained for 2 weeks. He has. Even another day detention is not to be tolerated, the judge said. As a judge, man, these judges are dressing down DOJ lawyers every day. These people are fools. Disgraceful, subhuman scum. Sessions compared the Trump administration's targeting of college students over their speech to the McCarthyism of the 50s. Is this the Reagan judge? Sessions? Is Sessions the Reagan judge? That's crazy, because he actually remembers McCarthyism. The wheel has come around again, the judge said. He remembers it. He was there. Sessions determined that Mahdawi did not pose a public safety or flight risk, and under the conditions of his release, he's permitted to continue to attend class. See, thank God he can keep attending class, enriching his brain. Mahdawi is set to graduate in May. Thank God he gets to graduate. The judge, he's going to make this country better, not worse. We need him. Mahdawi, just as a student in the last 10 years of living here, has contributed infinitely times more than Marco Rubio could ever do in his entire life. Marco Rubio needs to go back to fucking Cuba. Or Canada, or whatever. Actually, it's Ted Cruz came from Canada, the other fake Cuban. Or the other fake white guy, I mean. Ted Cruz, Rafael Cruz, Latino, needs to go back to Cuba. I think he's white now. I hate that dumb shit. Like, you come here from your parent, and Ted Cruz is literally Canadian. You coming from another country, you trying to lecture Americans on how to live about our Constitution and Bill of Rights. You are a fool. I laugh at you. Raphael. Mahdawi walked out of the courtroom minutes after the judge announced, I can't stand a foreigner trying to lecture Americans on America. Boy, that shit really makes my blood boil. Mahdawi walked out of the courtroom minutes after the judge announced his decision from the bench to a raucous crowd of several hundred supporters whom he had led in several anti-war chants. Mahdawi said that when he was arrested earlier this month, he was immediately driven to the airport to be sent to an out-of-state holding facility, but missed the flight by 9 minutes. What would have happened if he made it on that flight? My standing here in front of you sends a clear message. We the people will hold the Constitution accountable. Wait, hold the Constitution accountable? We need to hold Trump accountable with the Constitution for the principles that we believe in, Mahdawi said. The Constitution doesn't need to be held accountable. It needs to be put into effect. Alright, that's it, guys. Yeah, I said what I said. I said my piece. This is what I'm passionate about. I think I'm the immigration guy now. I am committing myself to talk about immigration every fucking day. That's a good picture about it. That's going to be the cover. Alright, anyways, that's it. Like I said, once again, any right winger that thinks I'm just full of shit or talking out my ass, I'm just an arrogant black guy, whatever you want. You can want to call me the N-word, but you think I'm just an arrogant black guy? Come at me. I will debate anybody about anything, anytime, anywhere in the world. I don't care because I got confidence. And the difference between an arrogant person and a confident person can back it up 100 times out of 100. See ya.